My name is Marin. I'm the CEO and founder of Stemi. We are an educational technology company based in Croatia. And I'm here to talk to you what we are doing and how we are transforming education. So if you look at the picture, you probably recognize one of the biggest inventors of all time. It's Nikola Tesla. And we know a few things about Nikola Tesla because we come from Croatia where he grew up. And Nikola went to high school. But what people don't know is that the reason why Nikola became so successful is because of his high school teacher, which named Martin. So the real question is, how do we create an environment where new Nikola Teslas can emerge? And what we believe is that the key is to bring students to the highest level of human cognition. So we, as a teacher, need to bring students, create an environment where they can become creators. And we solve this problem. We created this environment by building the bridge between tech industry on one side and schools on the other. Essentially, what we do, we partner with the best tech companies in the field, and together with them, we look what are the key knowledge, skills, and technologies for jobs of the future. And then we collaborate together with them to bring those technologies and knowledge down to the middle school and high school level. We build industry-based STEM programs, and we implement them inside schools through our learning experience platform. And this enables us to include teachers and students into design process on large scale, but also we use their feedback to improve experience in the classrooms almost in the real time. So the more students and teachers use our platform, the better experience becomes or over time. And right now we are living in the age where we are seeing fundamental shift in education. It is no longer relevant what do we know, what knowledge we have, but it's critical what we do with that knowledge, how we can utilize knowledge in a smart way. And this is really what we need to focus on as teachers and educators. That's why we built, we call it a marketplace, where we have industry-relevant programs that helps teachers prepare students for the jobs of the future. And when we say jobs of the future, we are talking about where kids are building their own tech products. So our mission is empower kids to build tech products for serving social goods. And we teach them how to build robots for Mars exploration. We teach them how to create AI chatbots. We also teach them how to build holocrats, smart gardens, and so on. So really, how they can go from an idea to the finished product. And in this approach, the traditional classroom becomes an innovation lab, where the key skills are teamwork, collaboration, and communication. So they need to work together to build really cool and really great stuff. For example, in our robotics program, they need to make their own design of the robot, they need to make mobile application for controlling it, or they need to design a robotic arm because a robot needs to go to Mars mission and it needs to pick up the dust there. We all know that kids love music, so part of the curriculum is for them to make robots dance to their favorite song. And this is where creativity emerges. One of the biggest challenges for humanity is growing food. That's why we develop the program where we teach kids how to build the garden and then use IoT technology and data science and connect it to biology to really teach them how to make gardening more effective. And the technology that is really disrupting the whole industry and our lives is, of course, artificial intelligence. And today you can go to the bar and not hear someone talking about ChatGPT, right? 3 years ago, we recognized that this will happen, that artificial intelligence will transform the industry in a similar way like the development of steam engine, or development of mass electricity, or development of computers. And that's why we developed the AI program where we teach kids how to build AI chatbots. But AI chatbots for doing social good. And usually, you probably heard that people are afraid that artificial intelligence will replace people. I tend not to agree with that in the near future. I believe that humans that use artificial intelligence will replace humans that don't. So it's really critical how to prepare kids for this future. We do it by, we guide the students through the process where they need to build chatbots for solving problems in their social communities, in their local communities. And over 250 projects were developed in United States and Europe, where kids built something for some NGO or something for their school or for their friends. And really the key is to drive them from the idea phase to development and deployment. So when they develop a chatbot, they can publish it online, and they can come home to their parents and tell them, hey, come and talk to my bot, AI bot that I built together with my friends in a school. And in Croatia, we even started to connect schools with NGOs, and kids in schools are building solutions for them. We all know that kids love to play games, right? And when we are talking about project-based learning, we have one project where they need to make a game using artificial intelligence, computer vision, and their camera. So they need to move characters in the game using their hand gestures. I mentioned ChatGPT, right? So we believe that prompting will become new Googling. What large language model technology is doing, it is really changing the way we access information. And this technology is being embedded in all industries, so it's really critical how to teach kids to use it in a responsible and right manner. That's why we created an environment where they can interact with large language models, but in a secure and monitored way. So we teach them how to do prompting of large language models, but we make it secure so they can only solve specific tasks, and we make available for teachers so they can monitor every interaction. We did also a small or big innovation which we are piloting in Memphis, US, and this is AI learning assistant. So we are able to train AI assistant on our curriculums, but we also enable schools to provide us with the data they really care about, what values that they want to develop, what they want their skills to learn about, and we can make customized AI assistant for each school, for every school district. And really the purpose of this technology is to help teachers running the classroom, and also help so kids can have a learning body while they are studying, so that they can bounce ideas with someone. And what really influenced the motivation for kids are big moonshot projects. And I mentioned that we are doing a pilot in Memphis, and our goal is for middle school students to build AI chatbot for their city and have over 100,000 people who will talk to this bot. And now if I give you a challenge to develop some tech product and have this amount of users, it's almost impossible for university level students. We'll enable middle school students to do just that. And then if you think about it, how proud those kids will be who build something meaningful for their city. Really, that is something that is transforming their lives. But also it's important, the thing about technology is not good or bad. We need to teach kids how to use technology to do social good. We need to develop examples and basically show them what great things they can do together. And now I'll just talk briefly about key ingredients, how we are able to create such a unique learning experiences. first key ingredient is the learning experience platform, which is a next stage of development of learning management systems. So we provide the idea really is to have the platform technology guiding students through the process. So we want to see in the classrooms less traditional teaching and more exploration, more problem solving, more making mistakes and figuring out how to solve problems. And that's why we have platform guiding students through the process, and teacher is more focused on mentoring, helping out students, but what we truly believe increasing passion for what kids are doing. Somehow, throughout the history, we forgot the power of stories, and we basically write boring textbooks to kids, and then we are not sure why they don't want to study. So we are coming back to basics, and the basis that we are first writing really interesting, engaging stories, which is based on our curriculum. So, for example, in our AI program, the story is that the students woke up in the future, they lost memory, they found AI bracelet on their hands, and together with that bracelet, they're exploring what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and how to use it, and how to solve problems caused by artificial intelligence. And we are seeing great results. In our platform, we have integrated the coding environment, meaning if we want the kids to build cool projects, we need to solve headaches for teachers. Headaches are installing software, headaches is updating stuff, headaches are integrating different softwares together. Everything is seamless, so on our platform, you can code in Python, you can use block coding, you can integrate it Scratch or even Jupyter for data science courses. But if you want to really integrate cutting-edge STEM education and technology into schools, the critical is support. And support for teachers 24/7. We want to create feeling for a teacher that you are not alone in the classroom, and we are only one click away. So we have a real-time chat communication tool where whenever teachers come to the problem, our engineers, our educators, our partners from the industry are here to help you out. And then we believe that we need to improve the experience based on data. The problem is if we look at the traditional way how we implement new knowledge into the educational system is through books. And you usually have one person writing a book, and we are clueless what works, what doesn't work, whether students like it, whether they are skipping the content, and so on. We are building behind AI data engine that enables us and teachers to really look how students like the experience, whether they find it fun, boring, whether they find it difficult, whether they are how much time they are spending on something. And then if we see that the students are skipping some content and they find it boring, then we need to go and figure out how to make it more engaging, how to make it more fun. So we are using data to improve the experience over time. And essentially, we believe that the experience in the classroom should not be done only by the experts. We believe that we need to give power to teachers, we need to give power to students to be co-creators of the experience of the classroom. And this is really the core of our approach. Because one middle school student sent us a feedback and told us we can all improve the project by being one big educational team that will infinitely make future better for everyone. So what we are trying to solve is really enable students to be part of the global team who is improving experience in the classrooms worldwide. And we now live in the age where we can do that using technology. And now what we are basically trying to do is to create schools of the future. And we believe that school is a place where we should show kids what future we want them to build. And I'm really happy that here I have met Jason, who is head teacher in Crossway Primary, who was implementing a few of our programs. So I'll invite Matt, you can come here and share your experience, how your students liked it. Can you hear it? Can you hear him? Yep. Right. Can I just ask, who's England-based here? I won't bother mentioning Ofsted then, but I will say Ofsted, praise this to high heaven. We're a small little primary school up in the north of England. We're pretty much Scotland, so we're miles and miles away, hours and hours away from London. Several years ago, we decided to go techie, was our phrase, and we've sold it to our governing body. And since then, we've been working with various companies and various solutions. We have 10 and 11-year-olds now who currently are teaching, student teachers how to use technology. The school wins various awards, they win various awards, and we get those because of things like this. So about 3 years ago, might be 4 years ago, we came to Bett, and the kids do the Kids Judge Bett thing every year, and I think we were judging and we picked the robotic gut as the winners. And being cheeky and cheap, I went to the stand and said, we should now get a free robotics kit. And they gave us one, so we've kept in touch ever since. The robotics kit is something that the kids put together and take apart on a constant basis, working as a team, because it's not a simple robotics kit, but it's something that can actually provide an opportunity for kids to work together with something that's really complex, and it's way above what normally 10 and 11-year-olds will be able to manage. So that's what hooked us into Stemi. Since then, we've used the platform for various other things. I think the main one was 2 years ago, we started doing the chatbot program. We started with our 10 and 11-year-olds, looking towards the future of jobs in the country and looking towards future life skills that those kids needed. The education system in England is absolutely, I can't swear, can I? No, it isn't very good. Isn't very good at all, so we're sort of pushing outside the education system. This is the sort of thing that gives the kids the skills for the future. So the platform, first of all, we can look at things that are critical thinking, we can look at work that matches collaborative or team working, problem solving, communication, so we can actually pick out units of work and lessons that promotes those soft skills in children. And just as an aside, with things I do nationally, in this country, in the UK, I'm looking at companies now and more and more, less and less, looking at GCSEs and traditional qualifications. They're advertising for those soft skills, the critical thinking, the communication. Going back to the chatbot, Stemi tailored the programme to us because the curriculum is so crammed in the country that we said we can't manage the full 96 hours as it was initially, I think. So the communication, the 24/7 support is so good. But on top of that, they actually tailored our curriculum. The units within the chatbot program, the AI work, gave kids some understanding of large language models, of artificial intelligence. I think most important to us, it gave them understanding of ethics behind all this artificial intelligence. So when ChatGPT came out, which is about a year ago now, is it, when it sort of became public knowledge, we had parents clueless about this, not a clue about artificial intelligence. And we had our 10 and 11-year-olds explaining the ethics behind artificial intelligence, explaining how it all works, because they'd done various units under the chatbot and the AI programs, absolutely way ahead of their time, way ahead of most families, way ahead of most secondary schools in the country, to be fair. And they've got it from day one and said things like, I'm trying to think of other things we use at school. We let them use Bard on Google. We shouldn't because they're too young, but you need to educate children on these things because they're going to use it out of school. We let them use various other artificial intelligence things, some generative AI. And the best thing I've heard from many of our children, and I firmly believe it came from the ethics work that we did, is that one of the kids said, it's brilliant, this AI stuff, but it's just a starting point. So at no point have these kids decided they could just stop working and being lazy, because they understand it, they understand the basis behind it. So what we're hoping to do next, and I'd like all your support with this, I'm speaking for free. So if you thought I should get a free data science kit for my school, could you just put your hand up now, please, just to influence the boss. But next time we're looking at in our school, it's outside the national curriculum. We have a farm school, we have animals, we grow things in polytunnels. We're looking to teach them about data science.
So we're looking to use the sensors and actually give them proper lessons in data science. We will need, as teachers, because I've got no understanding of it, we will need the actual background and the units of work and the teacher notes to help us with that. It's all on the Stemi platform. It's another, excuse me, it's another forward-thinking skill that these kids aged 10 and 11 are going to be getting in our school that is going to prepare them for the rest of their lives. So they'll... No, that's me done. I've been saying stop. Sorry, there you go.
Okay, so thank you everyone for coming to hear our presentation. Our booth is just down this line around the corner. If you want to learn more about our programs, about our tech, feel free to join, and I'm here to answer your questions after get this thing off my head. So thanks everyone, and thank you for improving our society by improving education. Thank you.